Hello dear viewers, welcome to TV Math Hub. In our today's session, we want to look at Jinja Joint Mock. And so far we have seen questions from section A, from question 1 up to question 8. And in case you haven't accessed the solutions to these questions, please refer to our previous videos or within the playlist for Jinja Joint Mock. So today we want to look at question number 9. Question number 9 has got two parts, A and B, but we shall begin with part A, which says solve for x if you are given this expression. So let us look at the solution. So since we are given this, our major interest will be to look at what we have here. This is 25 to the power x, but this is 5 to the power x. But we know 25 can easily be expressed in terms of 5. And if you recall very well, of course, 25 can be written as 5 to the power 2. So that is what we shall substitute for. And this will be same as 4, then 5 to the power 2, where there is 25, then this is again to power x. So this alone is same as 25, then this x is this, then plus 7 of 5 to the power x, then minus 2, which is equal to 0. So looking at what we have here, likewise, my interest is to create 5 to the power x, and I have 5 to the power 2 again to the power of that. So I can as well write this as 5 to the power x again to the power of 2, because when you have 2 times x, this is same as x times 2. So the same, these two are the same. So likewise, if I have 2, then outside I have x, I can also have x here, then 2 outside. Or else you can first rearrange 5 to the power 2x, but again, still you can see you will still write the same expression. So we shall have that plus 7 into 5 to the power x, then minus 2, which is equal to 0. So looking at what you have here is now an expression which is purely consisting of the unknown, which is 5 to the power x. So this is 5 to the power of x. So what we can do to ease life, we shall let maybe p to represent 5 to the power x, since we have the same unknown here. So for that case, we shall have 4p. This is representing p, so it will be p squared, then plus 7p minus 2, which is equal to 0. So from here, you need to solve this. So this we need factors of 8, which we can add it together to give us 7. But when we multiply the 2, should give us negative 8. So that is 8p minus p. When you add this, you'll get that. When you multiply that, you'll get negative 8. 4 times negative 2. So here we are subtracting 2, which is equal to 0. So for that case, we can pull out this 4p. This will remain with p plus 2. This will be negative 1 into p plus 2, which is equal to 0. So from here, you have 4p minus 1 into p plus 2, which is equal to 0. So either we can say that 4p minus 1 is equal to 0, or else p plus 2 is equal to 0. So looking at this, we can easily get the value for p. So we shall say here 4p is equal to 1, and p becomes 1 out of 4. So that is what we are having, or else your p will be negative 2. So that is basically what we have. And from this, we know that our p is 5 to the power of x. So what does that imply? This implies that from p equaling to 5 to the power x, I can easily say this is 5 to the power x equaling to a quarter. That is when we consider p as 1 over 4. So from here, we are interested in getting the value for x. And since we are interested in getting the value for x, we shall introduce in logarithm both sides. So this will be log 10 of 5 to the power x is equal to log 10 of 1 over 4. So we can have this as x log 10 of 5, which is equal, so I can easily write this as log 10 of 4 to the power negative 1. So this will be x, which is equal to negative log 10 of 4 divided by log 10 of 5. So when you simplify that, you'll be able to get your value as negative 0.8613 5. So that is the value you will obtain. Likewise, we shall do the same for p equaling to -2. So p is representing 5 to power x, so is equal to -2. Looking at this, when you introduce in log, you will have log 10 of 5 to power x, which is equal to log 10 of a minus. But log 10 of a minus is undefined. So x here is actually undefined. So here x will be undefined. So therefore, we shall have only one value of x, and that is -0.86135. So that is basically what we shall have as the answer. Now let us look at 9 part B, which says we need to express this in this form here, where q of x is a polynomial in x, a and b are constants, and we need to determine the values of a and b and the expression of q of x. So let us look at the solution. So we want to express this in terms of this. Now what we need to understand is that q of x represents what we call the quotient, a of x plus b represents what we call the remainder. So we shall easily solve this by using what we call wrong division, and what we need is we want to get this, we divide it by x squared minus 3x minus 4. What we obtain here becomes the quotient, and what we remain with here becomes the remainder. And for that case, we shall get this 3x cubed minus 7x squared plus 5x minus 11. We divide it by this. So your interest will be to create 3x squared, x cubed here for the first time, and you have x squared. So you need a number that you need to multiply in x squared to give you 3x cubed, and that number is 3x. So you will put here 3x, you multiply it in x squared, you will get 3x cubed, 3x multiplied here, you will get -9x squared, 3x multiplied in -4, you'll get -12 of x. So subtract this and this will give you 0. -7 minus -9 will give you +2. That is 2x squared. Then 5x minus -12x will give you 17x. Then minus this 11. So likewise, you need a number now which will give you 2x squared, and you already have x squared here. So you will need a 2 to multiply in x squared to get what we call 2x squared. So doing that, we shall have 2 here, and 2 times x squared will give us 2x squared. 2 times this will give us -6x. 2 times -4 will give us -8. So from there, we shall now subtract again to eliminate this. So we shall subtract. So when we subtract, we shall have a 0 here. 17 minus -6 is 23 of x. Then -11 minus -8 will give us -3. So in general, we are remaining with 3x plus 2 here, and here 23x minus 3. So here it cannot go further because you realize this is x, and yet the highest power for x here is 2. So this is x squared, and yet this is x. So it will only stop at this given point. So when it stops here, this becomes the remainder, and this becomes the quotient. So from there, it means we can easily express 3x cubed minus 7x squared plus 5x minus 11 in this given form, where you have x squared minus 3x minus 4. You multiply it with the quotient, which is 3x plus 2. When you add there 23x minus 3, which is the remainder, you'll be able to get back this given expression. So from here, we note that our remainder is 23x minus 3, and our quotient is 3x plus 2. So we so far needed the quotient, which means we shall be able to have our quotient as 3x plus 2. Likewise, this is our remainder, but we know, or we are given that the remainder is in the form of ax plus b, meaning the coefficient of x, which is a, will be same as 23. Then the constant, which is here b, will be same as -3. So you are trying to relate ax plus b with 23x minus 3. So likewise, you'll be able to get your a as 23, your b as -3, and we have seen that the quotient is 3x plus 2. Yeah.